Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now, this is a very impromptu session. I've come up to my Oxfordshire syndicate and I'll tell you exactly why. Since I caught Ebenezer out the Wolf, I've been at a little bit of a loose end. I haven't been back down there since. It was only 3 weeks ago, bearing in mind when I caught that fish. Obviously, because this is going out on YouTube, I'm not filming it, editing it and posting it the same day. Obviously, I went to Linear, caught that 40 pounder out of B1. So I thought, you know what? The leaves are falling. It's 13 degrees. The air pressure's low. Let's come up onto Unity. As you would have seen already, I've had some mega carp out of here through the summer months. And I did say that when it comes to autumn, that I wouldn't mind having another little go on here. And there's lots of big carp in here. There's still lots of big ghost carp in here that I've not caught. The rods are out. It's looking promising. Let's do this. Little pan around to the swim then, set the scene. As you can see, we've just gone through a bit of a downpour. I've gone back into my frontier for a minute, just because when I was on the Wolf a couple of weeks back, I wanted a bivvy rather than a brolly. Now I've got the RS 100 bivvy, but it is quite big. It's a lot bigger footprint than what this is. And because it's got a flat back, obviously I can pin it down nice between the block pavers. Anyway, we're not talking about the Wolf, we're talking about here. So this is the setup. Little Kemp Particles bucket there. Use code TOM10, save yourself 10% on any particles over on the Kemp Particle website. There's my little sales pitch done. Leaves are falling. Proper autumn now, but we've still got the old toes out. Yeah, the rods are out, looking prime as well, I've got to be honest. There's only me and one other guy on here, and he's directly opposite. I've just put some bait out. Just put a bit of chopped worm, 4 cans of corn, 4 cans of hemp, and 3 big, double handfuls of 12mm Manila Active. That's out there in the mix. Believe it or not, it's only 1 o'clock in the afternoon, but it looks like it's just about to go dark because it's really, really cloudy and we are due quite a lot of rain tonight. Yeah, the rods are out there. There's no weed. Now, when I fished here in the warmer months, it was absolutely caked with weed top to bottom. But now I've got the exact setup that I've been using on the wharf. I've got my 12-foot, 3-pound greens and my .38 Kaizen mainline. That stuff is bulletproof. And because it doesn't stretch, well, it does stretch, but it doesn't stretch a lot compared to monos that I've used in the past. You get really, really good sort of response from the fish and also the lake bed when the lead hits the bottom. So I've really enjoyed using it. It's a fantastic line, and if it can stand the test of time on the wharf and you're pulling fish there through pretty savage snags, then it shouldn't be a problem on here. But it's looking prime. Rods are out. I'm out of breath. We're doing it. Well, it's just getting dark. The rods have been out probably, I don't know, 2 hours, I suppose. That's the thing in it with this time of year. The knife get dark quick. It's probably just gone 4 o'clock. Well, it's about 20 past 4 when I looked at my phone just before I started filming. And yeah, it's getting dark. But the joys of winter fishing, you know, a lot of people hang their rods up and pack up the fishing in the winter, but you can have some mega results. And I mean, this isn't even the winter, is it really? I'm stood here in a bloody t-shirt. It's 13 degrees. Don't get me wrong, it is due to go cold next week. But I'm making the most of it now before it goes cold. But I think we need that cold period. You know, I think we need a couple of frosts, you know, really cool that water down, almost to put the carp not on edge that winter's coming, but make them realise actually it's cooling down now. Get your heads down and have a feed, because the last few weeks of fishing has been really, really patchy. You know, the last session, 1 fish out of B1 in 48 hours, and I really, really tried as well. You know, it wasn't like I didn't try. I proper give it my all. Caught that one. That was it. Rods are out here now. They've gone out perfect. There's fish showing all around. All right, they've only been out there 2 hours. Nothing's happened just yet. But the beauty with this time of year is obviously you've got a lot of hours of darkness. And I think in the hours of darkness, people are not doing as much. Therefore, the fish are not on edge as much. They do tend to move around a lot more. And this time of year, you do get more bites in the night. I found anyway. But them rods are out there. Game plan going into the night. I'm not going to re-chuck them. They went out there perfectly. I know the spot that I'm fishing is nice and clean. But what I am going to do is an hour after dark, I'm just going to put 3 or 4 more spoms out just as a little fresh top up. Bit of a crosswind coming on now, but I've got 2 trees. And I know that if I aim at one tree, it lands bang on where I'm fishing, which again is another little Tubby Tom's technical tips. Before it gets dark, make sure you know where you're casting at night. You've got a lot of hours of darkness now, you know, 14, 15 hours of darkness. You want to be making sure you're fishing as accurately at night as what you are in the day. So I know that if I aim at a certain tree, with this wind that we've got, it's going to come round and it's going to be somewhere near where I'm fishing. And I say somewhere near because I don't believe that every time I'm 100% accurate. I don't believe everyone's 100% accurate 100% of the time. But you just want to dial into exactly where you're fishing. So you know that if that rod goes off in the dark, you can get it back out there and you're fishing for the entire duration of your session. So I'm going to go in the bivvy. I'm going to cook myself a bit of food, and hopefully the next time I pick this phone up, there's a carp in the net. My view, letterbox style. There's the rods out there. It is absolutely chucking it down. Not massively inspiring weather. I'll address you. Don't know what I look like. Not massively inspiring weather, I've got to be honest, to be out, but I can still hear the odd carp showing, even though the rain is beating down. Now, this lake isn't really known for night bites. I mean, I've only ever fished it in the summer, really. Obviously, this time of year, you've got a lot longer hours of darkness, so I don't know. I did put a couple more spots out about an hour ago. It's just gone 8 o'clock now. Nothing's happened. But one thing I will say, this solar bed that I've got is a game changer. I'm laying in here now, and I can sort of feel my eyes go, you know, like when you just start drifting off a little bit like that. I can feel myself drifting. So I'm going to drift off to sleep, and I really do hope the next time I pick this phone up is because there's a carp in the net. Good night, world. Well, I said the next time I'll be updating you was with a carp in the net. Just put the rod back out, and it is freezing, but the margins are shallow here, so I've got to get in. But down here, we've got quite a chunky carp. Don't know how big he is yet. Literally just popped the hook out, but there he is. Oh yes. Right, let's get him out, get him weighed. The rod's back out there. We got bait back over the top, and the rain has finally stopped. Right, well, he's bigger than what I thought he was. Just under 34 pounds. I said, didn't I, wanted to come back and have a go on here in the autumn. And even though it's only the very start of autumn, I would imagine this fish, when I was fishing here in the summer, would have probably been 25, 26 pound, maybe a bit bigger, 27s, but even though he's not the best shape, a bit of a quasi, he's a big one. Come on. Come on. He's active. Got you resting on a couple of buckets there, I have. So I'm hoping this turns out all right. Where are you? There we go. Well worth dropping onto the old Oxfordshire syndicate, wasn't it? Just under 34 pound. That'll do for me. Look at the other side. He's a bit of a funny old shape, this one. A bit like myself. There he is. How is that? Lovely. Let's just hope there's a few more out there. Oh, his water's getting cold, I'll tell you that for nothing. There he goes. He's a lot bigger, didn't they, when they swim away? Off you go, mate. Go tell all your mates. Yeah, he's a funny old shape, but we ain't complaining. Yeah. Well, as night turns into day, I have just had a double take. I had nothing more after that one. Re-spotted, obviously got the rod back out, everything was perfect. It has rained most of the night. I woke up a couple of times after that. Did hear a couple of fish up to me right, which, to be honest with you, looking back now, it's really shallow, this lake. And when I re-chucked, my other two lines were pointing a long way to the right, so the undertow's probably pulled up that way, probably taken that warm surface layer of water back on itself up the other end. So in hindsight, I probably should have fished up the other end, but I've done a night, I've had 3 fish. To be honest with you, I'm probably going to get these fish done and I'm going to hit the road. I know it's only a night, but it's all I've got really this week. I've got a lot of stuff to sort out. I've got to go down. By the time this video goes out onto YouTube, I'd have had my brand new carport, which I'm very excited about. If you haven't checked out the new range, I suggest you go and have a look, because they have been built and designed not only to last and stand the test of time, but by carp anglers who know exactly what anglers want. So yeah, go check them out. I'm going to show you these 2 fish. One of them is a nice one. The only problem is my socks were wet, so I've got to keep getting in with my sliders, and obviously it's mid-November now, so as you can imagine, the water is not exactly like getting in a bathtub. That one on the right, probably another 30, I reckon, or he's close. And then that one on the left is a nice 20-pounder. But look at that, a nice old brace to finish what has been a wet, windy, but prolific. Well, it isn't even 24 hours, because I got the rods out yesterday at 1:30, and it's now 7:30, and they're not going back out. So that just shows that even when the water's starting to cool down, always make the most of those small windows of opportunity as the sun starts to rise. So this is the smaller one of the two. Leave it there. This one's just over 23 pound, which means the other one is actually quite a bit bigger than this. Really clean fish, this one. Fought like man, and what's crazy is when I fished here before, obviously it's really weedy, so you're not getting much of a fight out of the fish. Whereas now, obviously, they got full bills of health. There he is. A lovely Unity 23-pounder. I think it is going to be my third and final bite, but I might make my mind up in a minute, and I might decide to stay. But we'll see. But how nice is that? Loads of leaves on the background behind me. What autumn fishing's all about. Haha, well, I said this one was bigger, didn't I? And it was bigger than the first one as well. This one here, a big old grey slab of mirror carp, just under 37 pounds. Do you know what, when I was playing this one in, both the rods went off. I literally got this one in, and then as I turned around to get some stuff out of the bivvy to get it sorted, the other one went. As soon as I picked this one up, the first one, I just knew straight away it was a better fish. It was just really heavy. Because it's shallow as well, they don't really go, obviously they can't go down, they can only go left and right. And this one was like not charging around like the other two have moved around a bit, whereas this one's been a bit more coming in a bit of a straight line. But God, he's a right old bruiser. Don't recognise him straight away as one I've caught before either, which is always nice. Massive, massive pecs. Big tail. Oh, he's got a lot of attitude. Come on, mate. Come on. Maybe I weren't on the bulk of fish last night, but maybe I was on the better ones. There we go. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Unity Lake 37-pounder, or just under 37 pound. A Unity unit. Quick ganders at the other side. Proper short fish, short stumpy fish with a lot of attitude. There we go. Absolute bruiser. Oh, it's so warm, I can't believe I slept in a t-shirt most of the night. There we go. Look at that bad boy. Oh, he's not happy. Right, there you go. Unity Lake, overnighter, 3 bites, 23, 33, 36.14. Well, that's me. Everything's packed away on the barra. I'm just walking down to the car park to get the van. As much as I really want to stay, a night's sometimes enough. What I haven't mentioned is I've actually been to a new venue for me for the past couple of nights, and everything that could go wrong has gone wrong. To the point last night where, have you ever been this hungry? You've ate a dry pot noodle. I went to stick the gas bottle, or screw the gas bottle onto my cooker, cross-threaded it, and by the time I could manage to unthread it, all the gas had leaked out. Looked at the cooker, thread was completely gone. Couldn't even make myself dinner last night, so one night is more than enough. But it just shows, doesn't it, you know, this time of year, it's all you need. One night in the right place. I spent a bit of time yesterday, probably an hour and a half having a look, made sure I located some fish, fished from sensibly, 3 rods on a spot, as I always do, but kept the baiting super accurate. And there's the reward, 3 fish, 23, 33, and just under 37. So I'm not complaining at all. I know this is only going to be a short vlog, probably around 10 or 12 minutes, but obviously I like to take you all along on my carp fishing journey with me. Again, big love for all the support that you show over on the channel. Until next time, I'll see you around.